Welcome to the breakdown. I'm your host, Diane Rembert, avid reader, award winning literary blogger, and the founder of Diamond's Literary World, which is my footprint in the literary industry. Today, I want to bring you the conclusion to an amazing series, one that you will definitely see on my best of series list for 2020. Let me first begin by saying I hope that you guys are staying safe. I hope that you are at least going outside, getting a little taste of sun, getting a little bit of fresh air. Maybe not every day, but every other day. For me, I probably go out maybe once every 4 days, maybe, something like that. But I go outside just to rejuvenate and run an errand or two, and I'm right back in the house. And so I decided to bring you book three of the BFF series, and that stands for Best Frenemies Forever series by the incomparable Miss Brenda Hampton. If you have not been following the other two videos, or if you know nothing about this series, please go back and pick up book one because you will be missing out on so much. It's about three friends, Kayla, Trina, and Evelyn. Um, when we left off, whew, when we left off, um, Kayla was she had already signed the divorce papers from Cedric, and had been moving on with her life. But now, the secret that she has been keeping throughout the entire series is really, really messing with not only her but Jacoby as well. And so now Kayla has an addiction to alcohol. It is so bad. Like, she's drinking until she passes out. Jacoby is calling her friends to come, and help him get his mother off the floor. Like, it's really, really bad. Even her ex Cedric is starting to notice it, and he knows that there's a problem. But Cedric is so sneaky that he also knows what the issue is. He just wants Kayla and Jacoby to come and tell him. All right. So that's all I'm gonna say about them. Now, moving on to Trina. Trina is battling with the person who we met her as. She's battling an attraction that may possibly hurt her relationship with Keith. Now, here's the thing. They're already having problems because they're like torn in the middle between loyalty amongst family and friends. Keith is loyal to his family, whereas Trina is trying to remain loyal to her friends, because in her eyes, like, this is not her family yet, you know. And so there's a conflict there, and this other issue is not making the situation any better. Okay, I don't want to tell you what it is. I don't want to give you a spoiler. I want you guys to go and read the book for yourself. But if you have read book one, then you already know the issue that I'm talking about. And it Trina messed up. She messed up really bad. And let's just hope that in the end, love prevails for them. Now, moving on, you guys know I like to leave Miss Evelyn for last. When I told you that Evelyn couldn't get any lower, any grimier, Evelyn has now moved on to yet another family member. This one more powerful, this one more dangerous. But she likes to live on the edge. I'm convinced. Because, she did it with Cedric. She wanted money. She tried to get with Keith because she wanted money. She was messing around with Bryson because Bryson was helping her out with money. She has money now. Evelyn is just, oh, she's so trifling. Oh, but she meets her match in this individual. And it's so sad. Like, you really feel sorry for Evelyn because once again, she gets her ass beat. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just had to tell you that. Once again, she gets her ass beat. But and it's not who you think it is this time. It's somebody totally different, but you have money. Like, where does it end for Evelyn? But she gets stopped in her tracks. She has time to reflect. She has, because something happens in this book that I can't tell you about, but there's a freak accident that turns into a not so accident, um, and Evelyn is left to pay the piper. And in some people's opinion, she's just getting payback for all the dirt that she has done. In others' eyes, like, it didn't have to be that bad. But Evelyn was warned on more than two occasions to back off, and she didn't. So now Evelyn has to pay the piper. I will say that you see a transformation in her. Finally, after all of this time, you do see a transformation in Evelyn, and she begins to soften just a little. Um, and that's all I'm going to say about that, because again, I want you guys to go pick up Best Frenemies Forever series, book 3. This is the conclusion. It's a wonderful conclusion. This book is probably about 250 pages. It's the biggest book in the series. Each of the other books are probably approximately about 220 pages. So this is the biggest book of the series. Um, but as always, Brenda knows how to wrap up a series for us. Um, and so I want you guys to go, if you haven't already, go and pick up this series. Again, do not pick up book 1 without picking up book 2 and 3, because you are going to need them. Like, you're just going to walk away and be like, I can't. I have to find out what happens. So please go and pick up this series. If you have already, I would love to hear your thoughts. If you're not familiar with Brenda Hampton, please go to Instagram. She is Brenda Hampton _1. On Facebook, she is Brenda Hampton. On Twitter, I believe she's on Twitter also as Brenda Hampton _1. Don't quote me on that, but please go and check her out. She's got so many books. I think I showed you guys her box that had, it couldn't even hold all of her book covers. So she's got a catalog that will sure to wet your whistle and to feed your palate. With that being said, thank you so much for all of the support that you've shown me here on the breakdown. Thank you for all the support you've shown me across social media. This and any book that you have seen me talk about here on the breakdown can be purchased from the Diamonds Literary World Amazon storefront. The link is in the comment section under the description. With that being said, thank you, thank you, thank you. Be happy, be safe, and happy reading.